How to know if your lip piercing is infected? Well, most people get confused if their lip piercing is infected or not just because the general swelling and the regulation of lymph. People confuse lymph with pus. Lymph is the plasma in the blood. So when you pierce your lip, obviously it's going to get swollen. It's metal shoving through skin. It's going to get swollen, of course. And it's going to swell. It's not going to go away like in 10 minutes. It's going to go away in like 1 to 7 days. So one way you can tell if your lip piercing is infected is if it's swollen for longer than a week. Of course, you're going to think that pus is coming out of it, but that's normal. Either way, always use like salt soaks, even though I never use those, but they keep telling me to. I just wash my mouth with mouthwash every time after I eat. So back to the lymph thing. Lymph is gonna come out of it. It's gonna look like this yellowish, kind of like pus, but it goes away after a while. You can tell it's infected if it's swollen. It like around the ring here, it gets kind of purple, like dark red, purplish, and like it's like lymph or pus is actually just oozing out of it by itself. That's how you know it's infected. So if you have to squish it for the not squish, that's just a word, but still if you have to push it for the squeeze it for the lymph to come out, that's normal. But if it's just huge and it's just spewing out, not spewing but leaking out and crusted all over the thing to the point where it hurts to move, that's another way it's infected. Most doctors recommend to take it out, but of course I've had my lip pierced 3 times. First on this side, took that out, put it on this side, kept them both in for a little while, and had this one closed, then kept this one, then I got this one re-pierced. My mom didn't know about the second 2, so I had to take them out every single day, which is one thing you're not supposed to do, but I still did. And to prevent infection, don't remove the jewelry inside the lip piercing for 10 to 15 days. And that's pretty much kind of how you should know. And if that doesn't happen, but then a whitish, the skin inside your mouth on the lip around the piercing, the jewelry, starts becoming white, it happens because you either bite on it or play with it. I'm not gonna do it because it's going away now. I got mine pierced a month ago, but it'll turn this whitish like this. I don't know if you can see that. That's from biting on it because I'll be bored in class and I'll just keep turning it, then I'll chew on it for no reason. Now I just do this and this isn't as good. It's that's kind of better, but yeah, so if that happens, that I'm talking about, it's not infected, it's just you need to stop playing with it so much. And if you take care of it, leave in the jewelry until from 10 to 15 days. Wash it roughly 2 times a day, before you go to sleep, after you eat, and before you after you wake up, after you eat, and before you go to sleep. That's 3. I'm sorry, I'm on a stupid roll today. Yeah, and that's pretty much how you should know if your lip piercing is infected or not.